we confirmed on Friday that Lucy Fleming, who was one of three persons to sit on that panel, has chosen not to participate in this particular process going forward. Can you speak to us what happens at this juncture in respect of the overall appeals position?
Yes, certainly. As you know, the company had appealed the decision of the Department of Environment. And so what happens when that appeal occurs is that we have to invoke the tribunal, which is comprised of one judge, which we already have. We have to get a person that represents the private sector. In this case, we had a senator who had to be removed because of potential conflict of interest. And through the consultation process, we had engaged in some conversation with Ms. Lucy Fleming, a person who has been in the private sector for some time, engaged with the tourism industry. And so we thought that she would have been one of the best persons to be part of that tribunal. And the third person being Professor Hughes, who is out of Ireland originally, but has been doing work in the Caribbean and also in Australia. The fact that Ms. Lucy has written saying that she can't continue or doesn't want to continue into the tribunal is something that we have to respect. We will have to now engage and see from the persons that are out there who else we can get to be part of that tribunal. But certainly, not to delve further into the issue, because this is something that has to appear before the tribunal, which is still part of the court process. We see from here now that even when we do further amendments to the legislation, that these things have to be taken into consideration, that somebody can pull out, something can happen, somebody can get sick. So there has to be in that legislation time allotted, so that sufficient time actually, so that then you can accommodate some of these changes that can happen without your really being involved or not knowing what these things that can happen. So I think having sufficient time put in there, that would be very, very, very important.